Hi, I'd like to say save the whales again. I've been calling around and kind of trying to update and leave some messages for the past few weeks to let everybody know what's been going on. Well, just a little in northern Wisconsin, which you really can't see, and what's been going on with issues around the new mainframe computer down at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. I'm going to skip through everything with Jeb Bush and Wellstone and everything and just kind of get into the gist of what they're trying to get me to do. I've got Save the Whales was originally my idea, just as an issue to save the mainframe computer. Paul Wellstone asked me about it anyway. We directed money around the world with the idea of getting it up and running like we did down at the Marine Corps in Cuba. Senator Wellstone worked for Gino Paolucci his whole life. He was Marine, of which he tries to hide from to do this and this and play the geek. The nice girl brought up the rear. Anyway, they've been, my father was Colonel Pappy Bollington. They put this thing into effect years ago around me in accordance to what they wanted to do to Mickey Paolucci and have these issues worked out to do this and this. I've worked for the Marine Corps my whole life. They've since stole all my money and, of course, discredited me and everything else. But this mainframe that's up and running, they're trying to get my position to allow them to access the whole machine in a way that's just absolutely pathetic. It's so unconstitutional and pathetic, you can't even believe it. That machine controls everything in the world when your name is solid factored into it. There's nothing you can do. Nobody can do it. It makes people move around you by just anything in data. I mean, it's not just... It's just completely unconstitutional. It's just pathetic. They're trying to get me, because my father was controversial about them airplanes, to look controversial the same way by allowing Roger Patton on, the top vet, the Vietnam War. He was there for 2 years. He got shot 16 times and was awarded a Congressional Medal of Honor, or 2 of them, for spending his time in the hospital, and had a lot of issues along that. I mean, it's just pathetic. He's worked for Gino his whole life out of the Duluth Fed office, of which you probably won't find him anymore. I had a picture of him, the only pictures of me and him shaking hands, which he tried to dangle, which is at the Iron River BFW. They'll probably remove him as I keep talking about him like this, but there's a plaque in the floor that they used to take advantage of in accordance to the position that I was going to apply for, in accordance to what the Bush family was doing, in accordance to the job that I needed to move up. I've been playing a piece of shit my whole life. The Marine Corps turned me into a pothead by using that super low frequency in my ear. They removed the physical fitness page out of the brainwash that they are allowed to play in your head when you do have clearance on sign your, well, I shouldn't say I never did sign my life away, but everybody signs their life away in accordance to get you to respond through a physical fitness page. They removed mine, put a marijuana page in there. The MDs that were up here that signed off for it years ago, in accordance to make me be low and a piece of shit, in accordance to get close to the devil, Mickey Paolucci, and to be able to accomplish what I found out about all the pharmaceutical cocaine that came out of St. Mary's Medical Center through Dr. Jim Wolf and the Wolf family for years and years. They tried to frame up the Amatuzio family with this, along with myself, in accordance to the work I did to find this stuff out. All I'm saying is this machine, they keep trying to do, like I said, to make me look like I'm doing this, and with this controversial thing, do like what your father did. It incorporates, when I understand it, incorporates brag into the machine. It would do that naturally, like it's supposed to do for everyone in the country. But what they're trying to do is take possession of the new stars the Marine Corps got up, and that's just pathetic. Fort Bragg's got 4 or 5 of the best stars in the sky right now, and always had control of theirs, never let anybody use them, and it's just pathetic that they're trying to theft, to commit treason, and use my spot to do so through this position. My father gave me a different name. They've called me the bastard my whole life. I said I got to retake possession of that. These hippies in Sacramento that have been, who built this machine and were involved and had an article in the newspaper years ago that hide in the involvement of it. It's just in accordance to the name I was supposed to take on my 31st birthday, in accordance to the plaque, to change my life and start to step a position up, and they started to keep me in the crunch position to do this and this with my life. I know it sounds a little hokey and a little unreasonable in accordance with some of the other things, but I'm just updating exactly what needs to happen with this stuff. I've contacted Jeb Bush. I've had issues with him stealing my money, and the instigation part they used to get him to come after me. I can't stand the Bush family.
Message kept. That was your last message. Wednesday, 5:52 p.m.
Anyway, I hate the Bush family. I mean, when you read on the plaque, if you were to read it, they are on there in accordance to the job my father wanted me to go after, which the Palucci organization completely took advantage of which I was involved in through Save the Whales, through Senator Wellstone, and the stock that they stole from my mother and have been crushing my whole life. Anyway, they tried to get me to put a virus out there, the answer to this will that Senator Wellstone started and been printing in Sacramento, the original copy, and they've had fake copies floating all over the place. You won't be able to get on access to the real copy out there because the smartest man in the world doesn't let anything happen to Roger Patton on. Anyway, this guy's basically been setting this stuff up in accordance with that plaque to do this and these things. It started to fall outside my father's wishes and my guidelines when they started to deliver these stars to Fort Bragg and start to try to blame it on me, which is completely out of my hands. Other than what they keep trying to do, they're going to step up to start to blackmail me and, of course, take better advantage of what they've already been doing to my family to turn us all into the biggest pieces of shit in the world. What my main concern is this machine works perfectly when you have a position, a clearance spot, a governmental position, and so what doesn't work correctly is when they get these factors that, in accordance to my position, to just through a clearance spot, to roam the machine. Gino has been doing this for years and years. You hear that name, you're scared. When he turns 88 years old, it's over with. He loses his clearance out of the machine. They're trying to butt heads and get themselves in the new one so they can do another 50 years worth of damage to the country. I tried to, of course, inform the Bush family. They've been up in and out of here, and the issues have been nuts. But they are under undoubtedly blackmail. The shit I've seen, I've watched people do things, like I said, they tried to get me to put the answer to their will out there in this type of virus form. What I originally stated, or not originally, after I originally heard that, I stated this. I'm going to end up with a virus that's going to put all the original story out there that I'm going to have circulate around the internet if this keeps up. It's just absolutely pathetic the way that this stuff's been going on. It's just, it's a great advantage for everybody in the country with this new machine, but like I say, trying to gain access to the new stars in the sky for the Marine Corps. I mean, it's just a pathetic move that's going to start rivalry between two places. Bragg's got the best equipment out there. I mean, the Marine Corps down there deserve that. It's just pathetic of what they're trying to force me to do, and they discredited me to get anybody to listen to me. The name I'm currently using